Hello, everybody. Welcome back for the third and final video for test review for Unit 2. This one should be shorter than the other two. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more with multiplying. Once again, you could double distribute, multiply the x by every single term over here in the 8. But even I like to do the box method for these longer ones because it keeps everything organized. But because we have 2 terms times 3 terms, we're going to need a 2 by 3 box. And I tend to use a horizontal one. You can go vertically if you'd like. This term, this polynomial, since there's 2 terms, this binomial, has to go in front because there's 2 spots to fill. So x and positive 8. This one is going to go across the top because there's 3 spots to fill. So we have 4x squared, negative 7x, and positive 5. And then basically it's just setting you up so you can easily distribute the x to each term and then the 8 to each term and then figure out what you have for like terms. All right, so the first thing, x times 4x squared. Remember, we add exponents. This would be considered a 1. 1 times 4 is just 4, and then we have 3 x's there, x to the third. 1x times negative 7x would be negative 7x squared, because you've got a 1 there and a 1 out here. And then 1x times 5 is 5x. In the bottom, we have 8 times 4x squared would be positive 32x squared. 8 times negative 7x, negative 56x. And last, positive 8 times 5, you're multiplying, positive 40. And now the last step is just writing it in standard form. Start with your biggest exponent, that's our leader, 4x to the third. And then we want to just combine our other terms. So we've got our x squareds. How many x squareds do we have? Add those up. You have positive 25x squared. How many x's do we have? Negative 56 plus 5 would be negative 51x. And then your constant goes at the end. And again, there's your countdown. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. The last topic we looked at this chapter was dividing. Remember, when you're dividing, you're pretty much using the distributive property. Everything gets divided by 6x squared. And I like to put it underneath each term so I can just focus on it that way, one thing at a time. So we divide the numbers, but we'll subtract exponents. All right, so let's just focus right here. 12 divided by 6 is 2. For your exponents, we subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. Next, 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. And last, negative 18 divided by 6 is negative 3. 3 minus 2 would be just 1 or just x. That's it. Same thing over here with my 5a. I'm going to write it underneath each one. No, you don't have to, but like I'm going to cross out some things. It just makes it a little easier. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. You have 3 minus 1 would be a squared. Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. 2 minus 1 is just a to the first, or a. And then 60 divided by 5 is positive 12. And a to the first minus a to the first, that's gone. So it's just positive 12. All right. And the very last part, perimeter and area, getting ready for geometry next year. Perimeter, again, an area we want to put in simplest form. Perimeter is going around the outside of the building, so I'm going to add up all 4 sides. Since it's a rectangle, opposite sides are the same. So I'm just going to add those up. You can do it vertically or horizontally, it doesn't matter. You could also multiply those both by 2 and then add them, but it's about the same amount of work. All right, looks like a mess right now, but just combine your like terms. 5a plus 5a is 10a, 18a, 26a. And then your constants. 7 and 7 is 14. Minus 12 is 2. Minus another 12 would be negative 10. You can just use your calculator. All right, area is length times width, or base times height. It's multiplication, so you can switch the order because of the commutative property, but I'm going to do the 5a plus 7 times the 8a minus 12. Again, you could do the double distribution because you got to make sure you multiply the 7 through and the 5. So the box method might be a nice way to go. 5a and positive 7 in that column, 8a and minus 12, negative 12. And then just multiply. 5 times 8 is 40a squared. 7 times 8a would be 56a. 5a times negative 12 is negative 60a. And negative 12 times 7 is negative 84. Write it in standard form. So we have the 40a squared. Negative 60 plus 56 is negative 4a. And then minus 84. All right, so that's it for the topics on your quiz, or excuse me, your test. Remember, if you do better on this test than any of the quiz from this unit, it will replace those grades. So if you bombed the 2 quizzes, but you do really well on this test, those quiz grades become that grade as well. So study this, make sure you understand everything, take notes, and don't forget you can use your resources for your test. Don't just go in blindly and hope for the best. All right, let me know if you have questions. Have a great day.